I'm pretty happy with the look, but I'm not sure if it's Joe Black. See, this is like Joe Black when you order from Wish. I kind of love it though. Kind of am just Joe Black. I am Joe Black. You cannot tell me I'm not Joe Black. Hey Susan, welcome to a new series on my channel, Face Swap, where I will be recreating some of my favourite queens' faces and putting them onto my face. Ooh. So in this first episode, we are going to be doing Joe Black's mug from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2. So before we get started, if you want to see more from me, whatever, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube things. It really helps the channel out a lot and boosts it in the algorithm, blah blah blah, all of that shit. We're also in my bedroom, which is a change from normal. I'm saying this like a bunch of people watch. Oh well, it's now my bedroom because that's where I actually do my makeup. And I've got a viewfinder off to the side which keeps distracting me. I will try not to let that happen. And I have a mirror here that I will also be looking down at. So I'm going to try to keep making eye contact, but that is hard because everything is over here. So is the face that I'm recreating. Just we'll see how it goes. The first things first, I guess I'm going to put my hair back into a wig cap. I'm looking at the mirror because otherwise I'm not gonna do this successfully. So I like to just like fully put the wig cap over my face and then pull it back, because then I get all of like the straggly bits of hair that are otherwise quite hard to get into the wig cap. Now I'm going to open up my foundation. So I'm going to actually, because I have multiple foundations, I typically go for the darker one in drag, because my actual shade is somewhere in between them, so I mix them for my like everyday makeup. But I think I might mix them and go for my normal shade rather than my camera shade, which honestly is a little bit like the camera, but oh well. And I'm just gonna mix them to try to be just a tiny bit paler to kind of mimic Mr. Joe Black in his kind of aesthetic. I'm gonna go get a beauty blender because I've got a beauty blender. I'm back, and now I have a beauty blender. Now I can get started. So these are the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundations. They are my favorite. They cover everything, but they are still wearable, everyday kind of situation. Like, they are super high coverage, but they still can be made to look like skin. I actually do have a method of using these for very everyday makeup where I just want to look light and dewy and healthy. I might do a video on that later to show you just how to get really glowy, healthy, natural skin while still using a full coverage matte foundation. Because I just find if you get a full coverage matte, you can tone it down in a bunch of different ways, and it's just the most universal texture. So I'm taking, I don't know, like maybe a pump of nude beige to 2 pumps of soft beige. There isn't too much of a color discrepancy, but it is going to be maybe like a very mild fraction lighter than what I normally go to for. I think that's actually darker than my actual skin tone. Oh well, on camera, all the lighting washes you out, and so does just generally. I feel like cameras can't pick up your tones as well, which is very rude and disrespectful. Typically, I would avoid my under eye when I'm doing normal makeup, but better just cake everything on because we are doing drag bit. I'm trying to work out if they wear glitter under eye. I'm not sure if it's glitter or shimmer, but I kind of don't want to get my glitters from all the way, all the way over there under that wig, the pink wig. Which actually, that pink wig, spoiler alert for the series, is planned to be my Ellie Diamond wig, because I want to do Ellie Diamond's face. Also, I'm going to do some of like the classic queens, you know, Trixie Mattel, Katya Zamolodchikova, probably not Katya's actually, because they kind of just throw some black eyeshadow on and a red lip, and use their natural face for the most part. Who else can I do really? Blue Hydrangea. I get compared to Blue Hydrangea a lot, which is honestly so flattering. She is one of my absolute favorite makeup queens of all time. Also, keep in mind I'm leaving my eyelid blank. That's because we're going to put an actual eye primer there. So the difference between eye primer and foundation and concealer, blah blah blah, is that eye primers have a waxier finish, and the waxier finish is going to make it a lot easier to blend the eyeshadows, It's going to increase the color payoff as well as getting like the depth of the shadow, because like you can blend, but it's more smearing with concealers. As opposed to like gripping to give you the depth of color, and it will wear longer throughout the day without creasing, because the wax fights the oils that come through your eyes. Because to cling to your skin, concealers need moisture, because under here is dry, whereas up here is typically a lot oilier, so it needs wax to cling. Now we're going to move on to highlight. So the method I like to use to highlight is, firstly, I have so much of this foundation in my drawer, it's not even funny. I am going to take, this is the Maybelline Superstay something something, and it's in True Ivory. I'm not sure if they make this one anymore because I got it quite a while ago, and they, at some point, I think after this, I'm going to get my concealers out. So I've got two that I'm going to use. I've got, this is the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define. Supersize Conceal and Define, and I've got the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. So one is in the shade CO5 and this one is Fair Warm. They are both their lightest shades except for a white, but I cannot get the white unless I order online, and I'm not about to do that and pay all that shipping. Now, his eyebrows, they go out pretty far and they come up quite immediately. I'm already onto the eyebrows thinking, why? It's because I kind of know what I'm doing with the contour, but I'm thinking the brows, I'm just going to kind of go for it with liquid liner. Actually, at this point now, this is when I personally, myself, do lip lining. There we go. Just grab my sharpener. Oh, there's the James Charles palette, because I now have... fuck! So shout out to Hannah Head. She's a little fucking stunning icon. She got me, because I had the James Charles mini palette, but she got me a full-size James Charles palette, because I hit pan on some of my shades. Because I got the mini, like thinking, maybe I'll get the full size later, it depends if I like it, and I did, and then she knew I liked it, so she got it, and that was real nice. Now I'm gonna overline my lips to try to meet Joe Black. I've got a photo of him with his mouth like, so I'm just gonna, I like it, this kind of comes up here. That shape kind of looks right, that looks right, you know? Because what I'm kind of doing is I am drawing it out, but I am extending the Cupid's bow to be across a longer distance, because it looks like that's what they do. What do you guys think? I think this is kind of like his top lip. Oh, booty guru with a popped nail and completely grown out nails, because I had them for one event. So lips are always my weakest point. I'm really bad at lining them. The reason I do my lip liner when my foundation is still wet is because it is actually designed to go over bare skin. So if you powder it, it will start skipping and running and be even harder to do. And then also, really nice thing, if I just take this is the lighter foundation I used, and then I put that on the brush, I can go and clean up the lip shape. Oh, this is looking all right. So the reason I did this because someone just posted on like one of my posts, I'll put it up here, the post it was commented on, just Joe Black, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Oh no, I love Joe Black, and to kind of be compared to Joe Black is kind of like anyway, now we're going to do even more highlighting, because we are, what? Batshit crazy. I'm gonna take this is the green contour, and I'm going to get this on a buffing brush, and I'm just going to, okay, so he places his contour from here, and just kind of goes in towards his mouth. No, and if somehow, for whatever reason, Joe Black sees this, like, hi bitch, I like your drag. I think this is kind of like, and then he also comes down here. I'm not sure if that's just his natural shadowing of like his face, but I'm going to do it. It's so interesting, I find, the shapes that he emphasizes on his face. They're just like not shapes that are typically emphasized, and I love it. Oh, fuck it. They said that they have wonky eyebrows. It's a stylistic choice. I'm gonna try cleaning this up now. it doesn't look long enough. I feel like, fuck it, I'm gonna redo it. I'm just gonna go for it with some liquid liner and fix up these eyebrows. I'm gonna do it off camera though, because I'm gonna get in a really weird position. Now we're going to go into the eyes. The eyes should hopefully be fairly simple, because look at the image, it's like a little bit of purple with a green on the inside. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush into the James Charles palette, and I'm just gonna go into the dark purple shade. See, what I like about Joe Black is on paper, very, very simple, but it's pulled off in such a way that everything just works so effectively together. There we go. Do they do anything? Oh yeah, they do go under the eyes. I'm gonna take a smaller brush to do that. Now, I'm actually going to take, to salvage this, a white foundation. Look how I pick up all my sweat. Also, I'm a naturally sweaty person, so drag is not fun in that regard. But anyway, I'm just taking a white powder foundation on my beauty blender. I'm just gonna tap it underneath. You know what? I actually feel like that roughened up the makeup just enough. In terms of not roughening, that's the wrong word. Up the contrast of the makeup. And now I'm going to take this, it has my normal powder on it, and just take it and tone down everything. And now I'm going to add actually black in, so I'm using Spooky from the James Charles palette. I think I actually like it. You know what, yeah, I'm going to put this palette away. Now I'm going to take this is the ColourPop Good Sport palette. It has a nice little, like, greeny gold shade, which I think will work quite nicely for all of the lid. Now, I think I need to throw on a little bit of liner and a lash. I might do the liner now, I'll do the lash later. And there we go, just like a messy strip of liner. Normally my makeup is really like precise, but I'm just not having a good time. This makeup is just not turning out for me as well as I hoped, and I think that's just crushing my motivation. Anyway, now we are going into the contour. I'm going to use a little tiny brush because I feel like that's just going to give me more of a Joey look. I'm going to start with this. It's not dark enough. I'm just going to, right at the end, bring that contour right down. I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to get a darker shade from another palette. How long has it been? I've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to get my lashes. I'm just going to use my normal lashes. Also, yes, they do have a beauty mark. I just checked. The lashes I'm going to be using are some hacked up ones by me. Boop-a-doo! One lash is coated in glue, and I'm putting it off to the side. And then I'm going to take the other lash and put the glue on it and put it aside. Bam! Coat it in the glue. Coat it in the glue. And now we put, Now we put this aside completely, and we whack the lash glue back. We whack our lashes back in their case. The rest of the lashes, you can see that one pair is now on me. Well, not on me yet. Now I'm going to take the red lip, and I'm just going to throw the lip on while we are waiting for the glue to dry. I'm going to put on the lashes. Now they should be hopefully dry enough. I'm going to do this one first. Oh, I still look like me. Fuck. Yeah, this is not perfect by any means, but oh well. I'm really hating this. I guess I'm gonna throw in the rest of the look off camera, and then I will be right back. I'm back. Overall, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the look, but I'm not sure if it's Joe Black. See, this is like Joe Black when you order from Wish. I kind of love it though. Kinda am just Joe Black. I am Joe Black. You cannot tell me I'm not Joe Black. Well, this pretty much wraps up the video. If you made it this far, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube things. Watch out for my new coming series, the new episodes in the series, where I do more Queen's faces. Leave whose Queen's face you want me to recreate down below, and watch the next video. Just watch, I'll put something up here, or YouTube will, that'll be like tailored for you. And then I'm probably gonna do like a little drag race review in this outfit as well. It's gonna be real good and fresh. Bye, Susan.